The snow is really starting to come down. That's why we met up with the road crews today who say these freezing temperatures are really going to create some very slick roads. And that's why you may see a lot of salt trucks out for the next 4 hours grinding these roads. And this whole crash caused a domino effect. I want you to take a look over here. One of those crash cars then hit a light pole. The light pole in turn hit 2 parked cars. So thankful that there were no children or animals in this barn because it burned to the ground in the matter of only 10 minutes. And this whole thing blew up on social media. People were taking cell phone pictures. People were taking cell phone videos. They were tweeting about it.
She has the breaking details.
Yeah, Chris. Well, police arrived here at West 4th and Jefferson Street to work an injury accident. Instead, they found one woman shot. Now, they said several things led up to this woman going into a utility pole. It includes running into several things. And if you take a look here, one witness tells us she actually ran into this wall. Kristen, it's a truly haunting experience walking through the streets of Pikeville today. If you take a look behind me, scenes of total destruction like this are everywhere. We're gonna walk towards my car and put them on the dashboard right here and see if they're gonna cook. And if you were outside for even 5 minutes today, you understand just how miserable it was. Mildred Brown says she heard a knock at her door. It was a woman, so naturally she opened it. Before she knew it, 2 men, one of them armed, then rushed in the door. Take a look behind me. This incredible sight is just one example of how much damage 6 feet of floodwaters can cause. Investigators are still here. They've been here for more than 10 hours and still no word yet on the cause of this fire. For now, we're covering the news live in Lexington from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom. Nikki, back to you. 66-year-old woman says she was attacked, she was robbed, she was tied up in her very own home.
Park is live in Lexington to continue our Storm Tracker team coverage.
We approached him sitting handcuffed. You said you're guilty as charged? So you made meth?
Yeah.
We went along with emergency crews to check out the devastation firsthand. Our first stop, the Burnett Trailer Park. Smoke rises and people say what used to be their homes now looks like a war zone. The result of 19-foot flood waters.
This morning I had to walk away from my home that was completely destroyed. Other than walking away from the cemetery, this is the very hardest walk that I've ever had to walk.
Residents of more than 50 years say it's the worst flooding ever. Roads are completely peeled away. Left and right homes are destroyed. Roofs are crumbling and collapsed. And car after car is flipped over or submerged. The intense rain started at 8 p.m. and didn't stop until midnight, destroying Randy Newsom's life.
Garage vehicles washed away. Garage collapsed. Mobile home jammed in my trailer on the other end of the house. Buildings washed away, both vehicles. Just devastation.
All this flooding has proven to be deadly. The death toll is now at 2, but officials say it could easily rise. Emergency crews say Craig Morris was on top of this bridge when he fell. A white towel marks his death. Another woman died when her car was swept up by the raging waters of Chloe Creek.
It hadn't sunk in yet. I mean, I've just been back in town 2 hours, and it's unbelievable.
The intense manhunt for a dangerous criminal is over, thanks in part to 2 sharp-eyed Woodford County men. Derek Capozzi was caught earlier this evening near Kentucky Avenue. Janice Park is live and for sales tonight to begin our team coverage of the big story. Janice.
Hi, Kristen. Well, we've been approached by so many people in the community who say they are so happy and relieved that federal inmate Derek Capozzi has been captured, and it's all thanks to 2 very courageous brothers. And all of this was captured by our LEX 18 news cameras. Here's more in tonight's LEX 18 big story at 11. LEX 18 News was there when alleged mafia member Derek Capozzi was caught. You can see a glimpse of him as he gets into this police car. It's the end to a 3-day manhunt by land and air that has terrified an entire community. He's been spotted all around the Dairy Queen, farms, soccer fields. But how this extremely dangerous man was caught is a whole nother story.
I guess I just played it cool and walked back out there.
Brothers Alfred Marmolejo and Philip Bryant came to this wooded area near their work with the intent of finding Derek Capozzi.
What's this? Some cookies, man. Easton baseball bat. Yeah, me and my brother-in-law right here.
Armed with that baseball bat.
We just got a wild hair of his ass. We knew he's out here on the run, so we thought there's a possibility he could be up here, so we came out here looking for him. There he was.
They called 911, and the rest is history.
Just nervous a little bit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We've been joking around.
Some money, we're broke.
Yeah, we thought there was a $100,000 reward. That's why we came out here looking for him.
And U.S. Marshals say the reason Capozzi was caught was because so many citizens had called in with tips, and tonight they want to say a very big thank you. For now, we're covering the news live in Woodford County from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom. Kristen, back to you. Where a family of 3 was sleeping, the mother was sleeping in a bed, the daughter sleeping on the floor right next to me, the stepfather sleeping on a couch behind me. Now, when this all happened, the family says the truck sounded like a bomb. And as you can see, this is all that's left. Take a look.
It scared me to death.
This is Libby Caudle's home.
When it hit, it just shattered everything.
Police say around 3 a.m., 19-year-old Jake Colvin lost control on Kentucky 801.
Had to have his foot on the gas and was literally flying.
Speeding through a field, flattening a tree.
That metal bumper on there, it just tore that bumper.
Then finally barreling into the Caudle's home as 3 family members slept.
All the way up here and hit this house like that.
Caudle says she woke up to the 19-year-old's truck in the bedroom. She rushed to her mother, who was in bed, covered by a fallen table and completely buried by debris.
Looks like to me it would be a headlight. Coming home from a party, he said.
The Caudles say the 19-year-old reeked of alcohol. He was airlifted to UK hospital where he's in stable condition.
It's just so unreal. Something like this could happen, especially around the holidays.
Tonight, the Caudles say they've lost everything and only have one thing left to say.
Anybody that's watching this, if you drink, please stay at home, because this is what drinking and driving does to a home, to a family.
Covering the news in Rowan County, Janice Park, LEX 18 News. At the Lexington Center, the guitar music plays for Umi Southworth.
This edition of Lex Jam 2 Unplugged is for Umi. It's all about Umi.
The Lexington mother was found beaten near death in her backyard. These bright lights shield a scene so horrible. Police admit they had assumed Southworth was dead. It wasn't until more than 3 hours after they located her body that an ambulance was called. Police have since announced sweeping changes.
They could have got somebody over there to make that determination. This may have still been an assault case instead of a homicide.
In the wake of Southworth's death,
You should know how bad I need you.
friends gathered today to raise money for Umi's daughter Amira, a budding Nashville star seen here performing last year. Amira's schoolmate practices in this corner. He and Amira wrote a song together just a few days before Umi's death.
Anything, I wish I could give Umi a great big hug right now. She's very loved, and many people love you, Umi, and may you rest in peace. God bless you, dear.
That she was a great loss to the world.
The stage is yours.
I hope Almira gets through this.
Covering the news in Lexington, Janice Park, LEX 18 News.